Where was I? Yeah. Oh, it's one of these. I don't like one of these. Ooh. Oh. My ball doesn't fit on there. Oh, it wasn't that hard. What is that, a spittoon? It's a block of stone with a hole in it. I don't know, I was watching a dumbass movie. And then it is a funny story. Well, actually it isn't, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. I fell asleep. And I was dreaming that I was back on my old school bus, back when I still went to school. And it was really warm in the school bus, because the sun was shining. And I fell asleep on the bus. And then suddenly I realized that I had missed my stop. And I was somewhere in God knows, somewhere in the middle of nowhere. And then I was like, oh, fucking hell. I woke up and in my dream, I was like, oh, fuck no. How the hell am I supposed to call people that I'm gonna be late because I missed my stop? There are no cell phones in the 80s. What the fuck is wrong with... I was like... It was the 80s, and I was aware of the fact that I couldn't call anyone to say, like, I'm gonna be late because I missed my stop. But there were no fucking cell phone. I'll have to look for a phone booth, and there are no phone booths anymore. I was having a dream anachronism. It was horrible. Horrible. I was watching All About Eve with Bette Davis. One of the first movies where Marilyn Monroe had a short role in, and it's a very not a lot happens in the movie. There's just a lot of dialogue and talking, and I wasn't really. I'm gonna have to watch it again because it's a very relevant even today with all this rape and sex scandals in Hollywood nowadays. All About Eve is very actual. It's very relevant today. Because it's essentially about Hollywood and, well, if you sleep with the producer, you'll get the part. That's essentially... But of course, the movie was made back then, in the 50s, I think, and they couldn't just, because America was very prude, and they couldn't really say, oh, just sleep with the producer, you'll get the part. So they had to, like, insinuate that all the time. Bette Davis being like an actress in her 40s who then was, you know, on her way out, and then she notices that younger actresses are about to take her place. And now my head hurts. The hell is that? Ah, you can walk into it. Yeah, it is. It is a very good movie, but it is a lot of talking, and you have to be awake. The elevator's busted. Yeah, it is. But I had a little bit too much to eat, so... In my defense, it is very windy here. And windy weather always makes me sleepy. Supposed to do with the ball now. Ah! Wait a minute. Ah. Oh, my ball is here. Okay, I have to push it back out. Walk up here. Pull the ball up here. Oh. That's why if I ever retire, I'm going to move to Ireland or Shetland, because it's always windy over there as well. And it's technically an island, so I'll feel right at home. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Ooh. Puzzles. I can't pull them. Oh, come on. There. I think I'm actually stuck in a giant Aztec pinball machine. reset the entire puzzle by doing that. A Danish movie? Danes make movies? When did Danes when did they start making movies? I think the only Danish I think it was a television series that I watched. I forgot the title. Could have been a Danish, although they do spend some time in Norway as well. Where's Ball? And see, the only... my ball gone. Oh, fuck you. I think the only thing I remember from that Danish television series was, and I don't know how the expression goes, but one of the ladies in the movie says, if you deal with shit, you end up smelling like it. And I thought that was so appropriate. I wonder how you say that in Danish. Supposed to push that thing up. Okay, the ball is on magnet now. The only thing I know about the Danes in World War II was that, specifically now that you mentioned bicycle soldiers, that the Allied forces would drop, because I'm a bit of a gun nut, the Allied forces would drop blueprints or plans on Danish soil, on Danish territory, occupied territory, and it was basically a short manuals on, this is how you go to a bicycle shop, and you take these and these pieces of metal, and then you can turn them into small machine pistols, like similar to a Sten gun. And it was like a bit of a problem because everyone who owned a bicycle shop had the ability to make machine pistols because of those blueprints. Careful now. Ball. What do I do now? Yeah, but there was a resistance in Denmark, and they made machine pistols. Very rudimentary machine pistols. You're supposed to open up here. Why is that up there? I always forget how long Belgium held out against the Blitz. Must have been a couple we had fortifications, but because the Germans had paratroopers, these fortifications were dealt with quite quickly. Yeah. Oh, guys. Yeah. Do anything. Complain. Do I have to get the ball out again? Well, when in Rome. Oh, that opened it up. There is talk of the forbidden place. The people mumble in huddled masses at ends of every street. Aztecs had streets? It is the device they speak of, all along the Tepetel nation, from the great Teocalli, through the jungle beneath the sky, to the edge of the smoldering gates, whispers deafen the air with talks of dreams. Dreams. We all feel what's coming. Yoink, yoink. Spiders on my face. These are the spiders on my face. There's something behind the waterfall. Every great fantasy adventure action game has something behind a waterfall. This game sucks. This is an invisible wall. Fuck you, game. My tea is gonna... It's been in there so long, it's gonna taste bad. Oh. Somebody kept these fires alight. You know, at least... No, I wouldn't say that. Oh no, it's one of these things. It's one of those labyrinths that keeps on going. But it's not really tea, it's essentially dried lemon. dried lemon that kind of leaves a lemony taste in the water. Because I don't want to drink real tea with caffeine. Because it keeps me awake. It keeps me from falling asleep when I'm watching old-timey movies. Where they replace sex scenes with dialogue because they were prude. And like I had him like a... When I was doing animation school, I had a movie aesthetics teacher who basically explains you the aesthetics of movies. And I disagreed with everything on him when it came to movies. Except that the one time he said, like, you don't want to put too many sex scenes in a movie because A, the audience is not having sex, so it is not in their interest, and B, your audience will start to feel like a voyeur, and that is not pleasant. And I kind of agreed with him on that. Which was weird. There. Oh, do I have to push them in the right order? Gluten-free cake. I had some cake earlier too, but it was mostly mocha and gluten. Mocha flavored cream and gluten. That's the right order of things. I don't know, I don't think so. I have stuff to do. I always have stuff to do. My ball is so far away. Is the easiest way to say, let's say you're in the airport, in Brussels airport, and you say, I'm going to Sweden. Would that be the easiest way to go to Sweden? I imagine it would. But what airport do you get to then, once you've arrived there in Sweden land? How many big airports do you guys have anyway? The ones that aren't frozen over half the time of the year. Okay, let's go back to ball. Ah. 3 big ones. Well, that's more than we have. I think we have Brussels Airport and then a smaller one in the south. I'm lost. I'm gonna have to ask directions. Wait, when I push those buttons, did I open and close doors? Yeah, I kind of guessed that. But then Copenhagen said we don't want your cooties anymore, and now the airport is on its own. Do I have to reset the puzzle? No. That opens the... Okay, this symbol is the first. It's basically a guy with a nose and a mouth. Guy with a nose and a mouth. And then there's Eye of Sauron type of eye. So we have guy with a nose and a mouth, and then we have Eye of Sauron thing. Why did I vacuum my computer room? The only thing it does is kick up dust. And then we have my cup running over. Okay, we had... Oh, that did it. It was the right order of things. And ball is there. And there is, of course, a current that keeps me from going that way. Never question the Wii. I should be able to make that. But then you have to jump. I can't stress that enough. Oh, it's gone platformy. It's platforms on a timer. A man wandered into the a monk, a Jew, and a German walked into a forbidden place and was found by the god's king guard, the god king's guard. His dreams poisoned his mind, they say, made him break the most important of our laws. The execution was swift. A screaming head rises above the palace gates from the spade of a golden spear. I fear this shall only be the first. More heads will stand by the full next moon. Jumping puzzle. 1, 2, 3. I pin myself. Okay, I seem to be. It was about right. I jump on this one. I jump around. Jump in the line. And fuck you. And I missed it, didn't I? See, I made it. 1, 2. Oh no, I didn't. I'm gonna do this with my controller. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. What did that do? That did. Didn't open that. Why did I do that? What is wrong with you people? Oh, I'm supposed to jump. Do I have to put the ball there? I hate it when that happens. That's not helpful. You're supposed to go down. One, 2, 3, 4. No, that's not good. That should do it. Now stay there. That was way too complicated. Ah, zombies. Fireball zombies. What the hell is that? Oh, at least I can kill it. Ah, that was weird. This is just zombie spawning area. Well, at least there's a sacrificial altar over there. My ball. Huitl, Secret 3.4. The offerings have ceased, thank gods. They say that the winds have been tamed in the Golden City. The cool air flows in the Altapetal as it does in the highlands. People are changing, growing pale in the fatigue. They say it is from living underground, away from the sun, a consequence of false light. They look more like gods now than people. And they all turned into zombies, and there was much rejoicing. Yay! Nothing. Ow, it's hitting me. I'm gonna love this one. Why do these Aztecs build such weird death traps? What is wrong with these people? And you're back. Monster. I broke a vase. Oh. Down I go. Oh. Oh, great. Turn into a spike ball again. I'm gonna kill myself trying to kill those guys. And all of a sudden you can swim. Oh, you don't. What happened? What is the point of the spike ball? Yay, more zombies, and I don't have a ball. Don't hit me. More zombies. And I'm dead. My choo-choo gun will kill you. So many zombies. And I'm dead. Do I have to kill all the zombies over again now? Oh, it's that thing over there. I just have to kill a bunch more. Stupid zombie killing device. No. Follow me all the way back to the bottle of water. No, you're not following. Go on, make up your mind. Your brethren were capable of doing it. What is wrong with you? Do I have to give you a push? There, now you can drown in the pool. You gotta help those zombies. Come on. That didn't do anything. street football. You know what you should try? Is forest football. That's a challenge. Guys. I'm not stuck. Come on. Oh, you did play forest football? Like that. Now the weird thing is, back when we invented forest football, we did have a football field at our disposal, but that wasn't good enough for us. Is there anything back here? No. And like, the one thing that we noticed when you play forest football is, if you really kick the ball hard, and it hits it like we used to play it in a pine forest, like the barks, the tree, damn it. Trunks, the trees themselves at the base were bare, and if you kicked them hard enough, the ball would punch right back into your face. That was the fun. And then one of the other challenges is when you're running through the woods, you have to keep your eye on the ball and the other players. And there were some people who would run, while they were looking, they would run into, they would just run into a tree and hurt themselves pretty bad. That was somehow funny, actually. Just keep your eye on the ball. Kind of watch where you're going, because otherwise you'll break your nose. Oh, you guys had it down to tactics already. Went and turned it into something professional. It could be an Olympic discipline. bit like a pinball machine. Don't fall off. Yeah, it is true. It's kind of mean. What am I supposed to do here? Walk on this thing. I'm a choo-choo train. Look, I've got a locomotive. Are we done now? No. Everybody's doing it. Na, na, na. Come on, baby, do the look. I don't remember what. I kind of remember the lyrics, but I don't really want to. How old is the locomotion? And why do I even know it was a dance? I mean, let's face it, we're just a bunch of stupid monkeys. And when we see a train or a steam train, and we move our arms around a bit, we pretend we're a locomotive. And that's how monkeys act. 1962? But they already had diesel trains and like that. Steam trains were being phased out. Oh, bullshit. I always wonder, like, if aliens are watching us right now, and they look us driving around in cars, that the aliens would say, oh yeah, that makes sense. These creatures started walking upright, and their front paws became, well, they could do stuff with their front paws, and that's why they built these devices, to drive around with. They're probably going like, well, it's not as if they're ever going to invent interstellar travel, but yeah, they are pretty clever though. Yeah, I think they were looking for intelligent life. It's an old joke. I remember watching a video of a kid, a young kid, an infant, who first notices, it was a bright sunny day, and the kid first notices his shadow, and the fact that the shadow is moving along with him. And he's standing on a bunch of asphalt, or concrete, and he notices his shadow on his feet. Yeah, something like that. And he noticed that the shadow is stuck to his feet. When he's walking, it appears as though the shadow is stuck to his feet as he's walking on the asphalt. And the next thing the kid does is stand on the grass. Like there's freshly mowed grass next to the asphalt. And he tries to grab the shadow that is apparently attached to his feet. And when he realizes that he cannot catch or physically grab the shadow with his hands, he starts crying. And that's when I realized we are never making contact with alien species. Because of that kid. That's how mean I am. What am I supposed to do here? I mean, yeah, I'm a bit mean, but come on. I probably did something like that too when I was a kid. Like, the first time you're drinking from a cup or a beaker or something like that, and you don't realize that there's only, like, you bring the cup to your mouth, and then you basically don't drink from the cup correctly. You don't drink, like, you bring it to your mouth and you basically pour, because you're drinking from the top edge of the mouth and you're pouring the liquid all over yourself. That's something I did when I was a kid, and it's also one of the reasons why alien life form said, like, yeah, it's because of that dude. No, we're not going there. He doesn't even know how cups work. How am I supposed to get up there? Oh yeah, with the ball. That's a bad sign. I'm solving secret puzzles. I mean, I'm finding secrets while I'm trying to solve the main puzzles. That's not a good sign. Do you think that our governments are covering up for the fact that they already have contact with alien beings? Because they are acting quite stupid if that's the case. Or maybe it's like they live. Oh yeah, it's like that. They're changing the atmosphere of the Earth. And they're basically... they don't want people to wear their Hoffman lenses. I can not jump on there. Remember when John Carpenter made They Live? He actually hired, no! He actually hired homeless people to play homeless people. And he paid them real money so that at least they would have some kind of an income. That's probably also one of the reasons why aliens don't visit us. He's actually giving money to the poor? That's not how Hollywood is supposed to work. I think Donald Trump is an alien conspiracy. I think we're already in that department already. Like, no, Trump is an alien conspiracy. Ah, no! No! It's pushing me somehow. Supposed to get on there. That's not fair. Pushing me off the thingy again. Yeah, I was thinking about the lizard man as well. There's got to be something with the lizard man in there. Ah. I can't make that jump. I think it was more like a conspiracy. Hey, why don't we make it so that a person who's never been into politics, who pretends to be a politician, gets into a situation where people who are actual politicians used to be in? That would be hilarious. On Fognall. Everything you read online is true. I made it! Okay, so I still haven't solved the main puzzle of this area. I'm solving secret puzzles at this point. That's not a good sign. Night has been beaten. Never again shall the thread of darkness be the bane of those who live in Thepethal Nation. Is that the surface realm, Thepethal Nation? Our Valj sign with perpetual flame. For as long as the ground burns, there will always be light. The power of the day has been conquered and harnessed, just as everything else. There is no feat we are incapable of. May the gods shudder. Oh, so much hubris. They're defying the gods. Maybe I should look up some conspiracy sites and see what they have to say about the Trump presidency, because that's gotta be a laugh. It's always good to laugh, even specifically in desperate times. Oh, you get an Oculus Rift? You have a graphics card that can handle one of those things? Because even if I mean, there's some, I don't know, maybe. Which games would I want to play with an Oculus Rift? Yeah, maybe Elite Dangerous would be fun, but I have a couple of them that could be fun with an Oculus Rift. But my graphics card can't handle it. It's... Or... What happens if your graphics card is like... from a generation that is really not good at handling... VR stuff. Jump, 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 jump. That did it. Because I don't know anything about specifications or specs for VR goggles. What goggles are good, and when does it look like shit? When your graphics card can't handle the VR jigger. Oh, I have to put ball on there. Come on there, come on. No. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait until the whole VR thing is like mainstream technology. Because remember back in the days, I don't know if you're old enough to remember that, back in the 90s, we also had VR. And it was always like major headache VR, or major pain in the neck because the VR goggles were too heavy VR. And it was always like really expensive, and it never looked very good. What is beyond this door? Guys, why aren't you opening door? Because frankly, to be honest, the last time I put VR goggles on my face, that was in the 90s. So, I've heard that it looks great, but I wouldn't know it because Why do you need room for a... Yeah, I guess there's some games that you can play seated, and then there's some games that you can play... Yeah, you have to play whilst standing, I guess. Why aren't these doors opening? Oh, these jiggers are moving. Oh, I've been there. I've been up there. Why do I have to do it again? The one thing I would also be glad to have is one of those, it's like you put something on, well, technically on your monitor, and then you have like a thingy that you put on your headphones, and it tracks your head movement. And then at least you can like, sort of like look left and right in some games, and it will, yeah, specifically in Elite Dangerous. You can sort of like look to the left a little, and then see what's going on to the left of you. Ow, oh, I have to get up there. Oh, he likes this? He likes it? Man, I've seen people who were very... Oh, what am I doing? I've noticed that people are very happy with them. Oh. I wonder if they've gone down in price. Quite expensive a bit. That's a good jump. So, there's no way to jump here, is there? And there's no point in going over there. I did that, so I can go over here. Oh, I can go over here. And then there's zombies in there. I don't read. Oh, it's closing up again? No, it isn't. Yeah, I remember a guy who plays nothing but flight simulators, and he was also very happy with it because why are you? Oh, the cake was good. That's good to know, because he was like he really played. He's actually he is a pilot in real life, but he has a passion for old-timey combat aircrafts, and he really wants to play these combat simulators by looking at the control panel that the pilots would normally have looked at whilst flying about the place. And that's why he wanted to have an eye tracker, because he didn't want to look at some sort of a phony heads-up display, because he was a bit hardcore that way. He was so German and he enjoyed it so much. Now it's going down. Yeah, you do combat simulators. With face cam. And then I can be envious of you being very good at combat simulators. Talking about my own place, there's a couple of tiles in front of my front door that I need to get fixed, and I don't know if I can do it by myself because I suck at tiling. Probably have to hire a guy to do it, because I gotta keep my house nice. Wow, what kind of planes do you guys have to blow shit up with? We have like F-16s, which are completely dated. And then we ordered attack helicopters from an Italian company. And even I was like, oh, those are shit, don't buy them. But they bought them anyway. Whereas the Dutch, they bought Apache helicopters. And I was like, oh, come on, why come my country can't buy Apache helicopters? Oh, the Navy, yeah. My dad was Navy too, but because of a clerical error, this was during the Cold War. He was Navy because Navy was cozy, because that's like it was a cozy thing to do. There was not a lot of danger during the Cold War. But then because of a clerical error, he was transferred to the armored divisions. And my dad was like, oh, fuck no. If the Russians invade, it's going to be with a large army of tanks And I'm just gonna be blown up and incinerated by high explosives. I don't want to. And then, yeah. And in order to get at the end of his service, in order to get out of his military service, he disobeyed a direct order, and then he was sent to jail for a couple of days. And he said, like, "Fuck it, I'm out of here." JWS 29. At least it's not known as a flying coffin. I gotta look that one up. Oh dear. It's not that bad, it's a Saab. Oh dear. That's one thing you gotta admit. F-16s were pretty reliable in that department. Ah, it's floaty ball. It's on a timer somehow. Zombies? It's a monk. Why? Wait, come on! This is a gorilla. Why is there a tiger in Africa? There are no gorillas. Yeah, you stay there, buddy. I'm gonna nuke you. No! Son of a bitch. Oh, it's on a timer. Oh, fuck you. It's umbrella. Suddenly he makes it a left turn and its umbrella is not good. Why is my ball off the thingy? Giant mosquito. Ah. Ah. Okay, now he's behind me, so if I do this... Ah, that hit him. Ah, I got it. I think I got it now. No! Don't run over there, you dumb animal. Ah, fuck. And I got squashed by my own ball. Hey, I respawn in this area because otherwise the zombie monkey would get me. Ow! Get your hands off me, you dirty, damn dirty ape. Where's NRA Heston when you need him? You're gonna pry that gravity gun from my cold dead hands. Oh, somehow I died. He has moments where he charges you. Oh, come on. Now we get zombies. There. And I got killed by the monkey again. Wait, maybe this is Bobo. Wasn't it Bobo from... Mystery Science Theater 3000? I don't remember if that ape was called Bobo. Waited too long. Somehow I'm getting weird flashbacks to Serious Sam. Remember that one level in Serious Sam where you have to kill that giant gorilla monster? There's a sacrificial altar. Hearts, anyone? I don't know, didn't know those sacrificial altars were this big. I mean, that priest must have been a giant if he wanted to stab somebody in the chest with his ceremonial dagger. Yeah, there was a big giant monkey in Serious Sam. I think it was the second one. And then they had a giant barbecue where they ate the King Kong monster. Is that the priest downstairs over there? I think I'm gonna squash the predator. I don't want to do that. I call him Gusty. And Gusty's probably going to disappear by the time I get down there. Gusty, oh Gusty, why must you always disappear? I never finished the third Serious Sam, and I had trouble finishing the first one. But I think I finished the second one with 3 people. I mean, including me, in a co-op, which is weird. Serious Sam 2 co-op. You know? Oh, this looks bad. There's Gusty. He thinks he is the elusive, the guy from Half-Life 2 or Half-Life. Relationship killer number 1. I don't even know what that game is. I don't even know what a relationship is. And I'm gonna fall to my death. I'm gonna stand on the ball. Physics! You know, this place seems almost unreal. There, I said it. I got an achievement, archaeologist. I got all the secrets. That's because the puzzles were really hard. Wake up. Oh fuck, it's a giant catapult. Or an Aztec tank. Yeah, I should be good. I used to, or like more like a giant Aztec tractor. You're only there because somebody had to poop? So that's all my stream is, a poop break? Oh. Okay, that's well, it is a poop break. If it were a pee break, I would be really pissed off. Why am I driving a giant Aztec tractor? Oh, there's narration ahead.
With a great cataclysm, the heavens shook, and the caretakers descended upon the earth. The sands turned into glass. The sky became awash with the light of two suns. They protected the people inside the violent mountain.
I think they prefer to call it corn.
There, mankind would
I don't even know. What is the Aztec word for maize or corn? I think they simply called it, we need to sacrifice humans. That's the name, the Aztec name word for corn is, we probably also need to sacrifice humans for it to grow. Plant. Yeah, plant that we probably also need to sacrifice humans for. That's what they call maize. And the word for tractor in Aztec is machine we use to harvest plant that we also need to sacrifice humans for, I think. Carmageddon. It's murder on the streets. More zombie pedestrians means more points. Come on, where's the zombie pedestrians? The cactus is not exploding. Oh shit, my car's stuck. I love how this tractor... I can't leave the vehicle. I shouldn't leave the vehicle, I don't know. Oh! Oh! Look, it's whatchamacall them again? They're giant ladybugs, killer ladybugs. I like that. Okay, I'm quite sure that I have to get on top. Killer ladybugs. Oh, maize is the Aztec word for corn. Ja. So harvest in Aztec is probably not the word for harvesting in Aztec probably doesn't mean I need to skin you alive in order for us to harvest stuff. But I need ball. That makes kind of sense, but then I don't really know. Oh dear. Killer ladybugs are coming. Popcorn is esquite. Ah, the Aztecs said popcorn? They had no movies. Oh, that looks ominous. I think I'm gonna have to redirect the light coming from that structure onto these thingies here. It's a solar light puzzle. Can't it touch the ball? What is that? Oh, you can yank loose the ball with your gun. Yeah, I reached the checkpoint. Whatever that was, it's dead now. I don't know if the Aztecs had spelling at all, because I'm not sure if they actually had a written language. What is this supposed to be? Oh, it's low gravity shit. I'm dead. Hey, stop turning around. I didn't tell you to turn around. Oh, I can just jump this. I should be able to just jump this. Oh, once I jump, I'm going outside of the bubble if I do that. Low gravity bubble. Slowly die. I'll just come down there and kill you. Stupid killer bugs. Are there? Where am I? What am I doing? Is this going to unleash monsters? Oh, the ball retains the low gravity field. Well, that's good to know. Aztecs, they had like symbols, but they didn't really. Oh, lava. They didn't really have like an alphabet or something. And only like a certain caste of priests was familiar with lava. No. The gravity's gone. We back in the day when I was in school, we kind of dedicated a large portion of, because I was in art school, and when you got aesthetics and art history, they dedicated a large portion to South and Middle American cultures, because it was at that time there was like a lot of archaeological expositions, and there was a lot of stuff that were sent to Europe at the time. There was a huge archaeological collection that was sent to Europe for exposition, so I should know more, but it's been a while. What's all this then? Most of the stuff that I remember about the Aztecs was the gold. So much gold. How does Viking culture relate to Celtic culture? No, it doesn't. Oh, worm! Do I have to ball you to death? Ball does nothing. I'm dead. I hate boss fights. So walking on those symbols doesn't do shit. Is it like the giant tentacles in Half-Life, where you have to distract it with the ball? It's not going for the ball. It is going for the ball. It is not going for the ball. Yeah, I remember, hang on, what was the name of that comic again? I think it was written by Pat Mills, a 2000 AD comic. And it was like, what the Celts, I think, had, at least, the Celts in Ireland, they would have like, they would get married for a year just to try out the marriage. And if it didn't run very well, they could get a divorce. I'm jumping. I'm jumping. That doesn't seem to help. break its teeth on the ball. You gotta wait for it to bite. No. Alright, the symbols on the floor don't do shit. Area behind the worm. Maybe there's a... Do I have to push them down? Ow, stupid ball, get out of my way. And I'm dead again. Okay, fuck it, I'm gonna look this up. I haven't got all day. I don't like where this game is going. It's really hard to get past that worm. Okay, so you have to get the thingy-mead. Do something, man. Put the ball on there. Now you attack the ball, and I'm dead. On the floor, and Mr. Worm has to trigger the plate somehow. Yeah, that's sounds like it. Ah, you son of a bitch. I'm dead. Super locking lure. Oh. This is weird. It's getting all watery. Did I do right? I'm gonna electrocute the worm. I don't know how I did this. No, you're gonna fry! I kind of feel sorry for the worm. Is that you, Gusty? Oh, I guess the exit's over there. Ding dong, the worm is dead. Hey. It's like that feeling you have when you're in a train and it's not really the train that's moving. I'm gonna get squashed, am I? It's the landscape that is moving. You try to, like, hold that illusion as long as possible. Remember that? Yeah, this place is almost unreal. Oh, you still do that. The wizard still has a sense of wonder. Okay, now the mirror is going to turn because they mentioned something in the... Right, so They mentioned something in the game that they could set places on fire with mirrors, I guess. Inexplicable reason I'm back then Aztec tractor. It has a gun. Ah! Bugs! Where's the entrance? Oh, crud, there's the entrance. What monster am I going to face now? A giant condor. What was the name of that snake that the giant condor caught? But there is an image of, I think, Mexico City, and there's a giant snake that a giant condor that catches a snake. The snake has a name. Tingamies. Ah. Oh. Well, I blocked them. Oh, that worked. Ooh, I wonder what that skull means. Look away. It's going to... only have 3 nodes. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's the brown noise. Okay, which one is which? Nope. Get back here. Well, I haven't shot my pants yet. Spikes are not retracting. That's lower. Higher. Oh, I get it now. Middle, left, right, something. Ah. Middle, left, right, and then left. There, spikes retracting. Except that I'm not Richard Dreyfuss. Is that water? Oh, there's a ledge here. Thanks a lot. I'm gonna need a flashlight. More spikes. That zombie's permadeath. That guy doesn't look dead. He's just sleeping. He's dead. Yeah. The weird thing is, anyone else? No. Wait a minute. Oh. Hey, you can't sneak through here. down there. They're there. Where's my ball? Oh. Alright, that's the way up. Got to kill me some worms. If I can remember where that worm was at. Can't take the ball with me. That's not good. Worm. Worm. Missed me. Worm. Ah, damn it, I missed. I'm gonna have to wait for another attack. Oh shit. Ah, he's gonna kill me. Oh, worm. Attack me. Wait, that means I've been to Mars 60 years ago? I'm not having any Total Recall flashbacks. What a... attack me again. And he's gonna kill me here. No, he isn't. My tea is so cold it isn't even funny anymore. I once told Uskal that she should never drink her tea cold, and I understand why that happens now. And now we boil the worm. Oh, it just gets squashed by a giant rock. Why do I have to be a slave on the ships to Mars? Yeah, I once told you that I made some stupid remark about drinking your tea cold, and I kind of understand now. So I apologize, but not very sincerely. Because technically I'm not drinking tea. Reflecting now. Oh, the ceiling is coming down. That's a good sign. You know, when you're playing a game that involves certain levels of archaeology and the ceiling of whatever building or cavern you're in is coming down, it means you're archaeologing the good way around. everybody knows that. Yeah, I gotta check those out. Those are always great. I remember a person who was, I don't know, there was a certain level of schizophrenia involved with that person. Yeah, I attached the ball to the machine. But she would mock those conspiracy theory sites, yet at the same time she was very subject to it because of a mental problem that she had. She was very prone to getting into those conspiracy sites, but she was like, you know, in charge enough of the situation to see that there were conspiracies where people with another mental condition similar to hers did not really, they weren't able to stave off the conspiracy theories, and it would become part of their, you know, the world that they lived in. And I don't really know how schizophrenia works, in terms of conspiracy theories. She was kind of okay about it. She was like, yeah, they're just conspiracy theories, and yeah. Fudge. Okay, are we gonna run into big giant monsters now, or is it gonna be another worm? I imagine if it's 3 mirrors that I have to adjust, it's gonna be another worm. Run, monkey, run! You know, I don't feel sorry for killing these monkeys anymore. I nearly got killed by a giant gorilla, and well, that kind of is a monkey. It's like Winston, only undead. It. Oh, damn it. Same type of thing. They kind of have prehensile toes and opposable thumbs. How am I supposed to get back in there then? Yeah, it's in that department. Up you go. No, not... Dumbass. Shooting pool. Oh. That's better. How does that help me again? Ow, fireball. Fire bad. Okay. And you guys are shooting at me at the same time. That's not very sportsmanlike. What did I do? What happened? Oh. Hear a worm. Oh no, it's just bugs. Ow, stupid animal. Oh, now you're opening up. I don't know what's happening. I'm tarped. My graphics card had trouble processing that and my screen went black. Nice. Another worm. Oh, he killed the zombie dude. Attack me. Missed it. And I died. Come on. I missed it. Oh, we're roasting him this time. I guess roasting grubs are actually quite tasty. Right, so what's gonna happen now? Do I have all the mirrors right? Who's the fairest of them all? Oh, there he goes. It's a giant steampunk thing with all the pipes and stuff. Wait, that's all I get? Oh, the ceiling is collapsing. And there's a giant zombie condor attacking me. Giant zombie condor with teeth. Stuck in a hole. Well, I got my killer tractor. I don't have to be afraid of the bird. Say, have you heard the word? The word of the bird? Hi, bird. Dropping bombs. Oh, it hurts. I took 50 damage for that. You bastard. You're awake because I told you so. Because this game is way too intense for you guys to fall asleep. Ah, stupid egg. It's exploding egg. Now it's breaking into several pieces and shit. I'm dead. Oh well, at least I made it. I didn't. I'm just gonna get to the tower and then I'm gonna stop. It's very similar to the part root canal from Half-Life 2 when you're up against an attack helicopter. Stupid bird. Can't you keep your ass closed? I already got hit one time? Fuck you, bird. Ah, let me out, let me out, let me out. You bird can't fly here. Yeah, continue to the end of the level. Oh. You know what I'm really glad about? Is that this thing doesn't work like a Flintstones car. Well, this seems about the end of the game, so that's for Wednesday, I guess. Oi, oi, oi. Yeah. That's all for now, folks. See you soon until next time. I like my car, though. It looks really nice. Yeah, we have to play Portal. I mean, Happy New Year to y'all, folks. Yeah, and then we play Portal and I get angry at myself and you, perhaps. Well, mostly you. But yeah. See you then. Wait, no, that's not it.